Hello my craft friends, Tracy here with Sweet Bay Lane. Now this is a little bit different of a video than I'm used to putting out, but this week our air conditioning broke and I live in South Florida and the temperature in my house got to 90 degrees and the outside feels like temperature was 107 to 110. So we have had kind of a rough week, but we made it through and we do have AC now, which I am very grateful for. But I wanted to do a few little DIYs and I thought, let's go ahead and do that. This way it'll help me recover from those 4 days without air conditioning. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for this first DIY, you'll need some of these color your own little witch hat ornaments and these little jack-o'-lantern faces from the Dollar Tree, along with 3 or 4 of these tumbling tower block pieces or a little piece of wood, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So we'll set those aside. We're going to open up our pumpkins and take out one of our pumpkins. And we are going to take out one of our witch hats. Okay, now that we have our jack-o'-lantern face out and our little witch hat out, I'm going to stain this and we're going to paint the hat. And we're also going to need a piece of like vellum paper and we're going to be painting that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I'm going to be painting mine with some of these makeup sponges too. And I love these makeup sponges. They're actually called cosmetic wedges, and I get mine at Target. So let's go ahead and get started painting. I'm going to paint my witch's hat black. Okay, take that and that. Then we're going to take our vellum paper and we are going to paint that. We're going to paint our vellum paper yellow. So let's do that. We're going to be painting this little yellow here. Alright, so now we're going to let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay. So while those are drying, we're going to take these and we're going to glue them together. Okay, once I have them glued together, I decided I'm just going to paint mine black. Okay, so now we're going to let that dry. I'm going to go wash my hands and then we're going to put our little project together. Okay. And I'm going to save this because I'm going to be doing something with that. So here's what we're going to do. This is kind of yucky. We don't want to get that on us. Alright, so we're going to take this and our little piece of paper that we painted yellow and we are going to glue it on the back side of our jack-o'-lantern, like that. I'm just going to use some hot glue. And you could probably hear my dog. She's looking outside. She sees an armadillo out in the yard next door. So that's where her friend used to live. And her friend moved out. And so now every time anything moves over there, she's like, ooh, new friend, new friend. So now there's an armadillo that lives over there. So she sees it over there. And I'm just going to trim away this paper, which I might actually have to trim it with my X-Acto knife because this is kind of hard. Kind of hard to trim up here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. We just need to trim it away a little bit. There we go. So then we're going to have what looks like this. How cute is that? Okay. Throw that away. Then we're going to take our witch's hat. We're going to put it on there. I don't know. Should I put it sideways on top? Yeah, I think on top. So we'll do that. And add some glue. That way it kind of covers up the hole. Yeah, we'll set it a little bit cockeyed. Just a little bit. Just to give him or her a little character. Okay, so now it's looking like this. And to hide that hole, I think I'm going to add, you can add hot glue and then just paint over it, but I think I'm just going to add like a little raffia bow or something like that. But anyway. So now we're going to take and glue this onto here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. And I want mine to where it stands up. Like that. So now we have what looks like this with the little thing behind it. And you can paint the back side if you want. I just really didn't find it necessary because one of the things, when you see what we're going to do with this, you'll realize why leaving it wider on the back or lighter is going to work out better. Okay, so we have it like that. And now I'm going to add my little raffia bow. All right. And there you have this cute little votive candle holder. Now, I think the best bet would be to use a one of the battery operated ones, but for some odd reason I can't find my battery operated ones. Okay, I found one. And then you'll just set it right back here, and then it looks so pretty coming through that front. And I'll insert a clip here in the dark. Okay, for DIY number 2, we're going to take this glass jar that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and we are going to, this is very simple, we are going to attach this decal that I created on my silhouette cameo. I cut it out of a black permanent vinyl, and we'll just remove this. And we are going to attach it to our jar. Now to do this, it's going to be a little tricky because we want to get it in the grooves. So I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to press like that. And then we'll just continue on and just pressing it in where it's supposed to be. And hopefully it's going down straight. I mean, it looks like it is, but sometimes you never know till you go to peel it up. And you have to maybe readjust it. Anyways, put that on there like that. And then let's see. I better take a little card and make sure we got it all down good. My table is squeaky. Squeaky. Alright, well that got a little bit torn up, but that's not too bad. Alright, now we're going to put that down. That's kind of stuck up. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. Okay, now we have this. It says tricks and treats. And how I'm going to finish mine up is I'm just going to take some of this ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to tie it around the lip there, below the lid. Now, I don't know, should I make a bow or should I just leave it dangling? I'm not really sure. A bow might be cute, but I do overuse bows, but let's go ahead and make a bow. It looks like it needs one. I mean, sometimes you just need a bow. I mean, let's not be bow haters, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's not be bow haters. Well, maybe we will be. Maybe we will be a bow hater. Stink a bow? All right, fine. You don't want a bow then? That is just fine with me. We'll just cut our ribbons and be done with it. Right? Let's see. Or maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I could do it to the side, I suppose. Maybe I'll make a side bow. Just a simple bow. Let's do that. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear the kids outside are screaming. They, their dad put up a basketball hoop right outside in front of our driveway. So, we got that going on. But they're out there having fun, and they are playing outside. Those kids love to play outside in our neighborhood. They are always outside, screaming and yelling. But that's okay. At least they're outside playing. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to trim these a little bit because they're kind of wonky. And then I'll just put my bow on top of that. And I'll have like multiple little tails. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I think that's going to work. I might have to cut the tails, because that looks like a little weird. Actually, it kind of looks like a spider in a way. A bow spider. Yeah, I think I'm going to trim those extra tails, because they are driving me crazy. Crazy. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so I think we got that on. And that looks cute. That extra ribbon is, yeah, driving me nuts. I wish I had something to put right there. What could we put right there? I don't even know. But it needs something. Something right there. Wish I had a little bat or something. That'd be so cute, wouldn't it? What would be cute there? A little bat. Little piece of fake candy. Something would be very cute there. But anyway, so this is what we have so far. And then you could just remove the lid. Put your candy or whatever you want in there. And just put your lid on and you got a cute little jar. I think I'm going to try and see if I have something right to put right there. I don't know. It feels like it needs something. Okay, I went and dug around in my stash and I found this cute little bat. How cute is that? Perfect. Okay, let's add him. Let's add him on there. I think it's going to be a great finishing touch. Oh, it's going to be so cute. Oh yeah, that's it. That finished it off perfectly. Oh, look at how cute that is. I love that little bat. It's so sweet. And just simple. That's what I love about it. Because I don't decorate a lot for Halloween. I don't go all out, but I have friends that they go crazy. Like, they love it. They do everything. Like, you name it, they do it. It's crazy town, but it's fun. So I just enjoy theirs and keep mine very simple and contained within inside my house. Anyway, I think it turned out great. What do you guys think? Okay, now this one's going to be very simple, and I'm kind of doing it as a companion piece to this DIY I did a while back, and I'll link the video to it down below, but it is so cute. Let me go ahead and adjust you guys so you can see it. Hold on a second. Ooh, everything's falling. Okay, now I have you adjusted a little bit. I'm going to move these two pieces aside and let you see the big piece that I did. I think it is it's one of my favorite DIYs ever. And like I said, I'll link the video below. But you can see inside, I have two little Velcro patches and a little battery-operated remote control light goes in there. And then I put the battery-operated votive candles down here. And it is so adorable at night. So pretty. But anyways, I'll have that link below for you. But for this, it's just going to be a companion piece, like I said. And I'm going to take one of those spooky houses from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint it black. And I already had this little stand from another DIY. It was just one of those scalloped wood plaques from the Dollar Tree. And I took some square wooden dowels that I had on hand, and I glued them down and made them just the width of the little house. But this was actually, I forget what this was. I think it's a little countdown calendar to Halloween, and it's like a witch in the cauldron. You know the cutouts they have of the little cauldron and then the little witch legs coming out? I did a countdown calendar with that one, and I'll link that one down below too. But anyways, I just borrowed that from this, and I wanted to add, because I did another stand for that one that's a little more mobile, and I just wanted to make this. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to paint this black, and then we're going to attach it in here, and it's going to go with our larger piece over here. And I also have another one that I'm going to make, another house, and it'll be sitting side by side on the big house. So let's go ahead and get this done. We're just going to paint this black. Very simple. Okay, so we have this one in its little stand here, and I think it looks so adorable. I've seen this done numerous times before, but I just love it so much, and I thought the little stand adds to it too. But this DIY was so adorable, and like I said, I'll have that linked in the comments and the description box below if you want to watch that. But what I'm going to do is I'll put these on a little like sideboard, or what do you call it? Oh, what do they call those little tables that go by your entryway? What? Anyways, entryway table, I don't know. But I'll have this sitting here, and then I put down some black like tooling material, and I'll have two of these, one here and then one over here sitting on the side. And you could add a little tea light to this one too, the side one, if you wanted to, but this one is such the star of the show that I'll probably leave these two side ones plain, and this one will be the lit up one. Well, anyways, thank you so much for joining me for this kind of impromptu DIY crafting therapy session. I just needed the therapy for myself to get my mind right after being 1,000,000 degrees for the last 4 days. But anyway, we're up and running, we're nice and cool, and actually it's really a nice air conditioning system we got. It's so much better at regulating the temperature and the humidity in our house, so I guess it was time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed them, and if you're still in the crafting spirit, I'll have a video linked right up here for you guys to click on and continue in the crafting spirit. Well, until next time, make sure and keep it crafty.